back to the channel. Today we are going to be going over the top 5 hockey teams that I think are going to make a bit of a surprise next season in 2021. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we begin this video, I want to tell you guys this is my new hockey channel. So if you guys do go on to enjoy this hockey channel, make sure you go click the subscribe button. We already got a start from my second channel. I decided to change it into a hockey channel because it wasn't really going anywhere. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright everyone, at number 5 we are going to have your LA Kings. Now, this is a bit of a misplay here because the LA Kings right now, I don't think they're gonna do that really good next season because they barely made any moves. They said we're done rebuilding and they barely even made any moves. They have their goalie pair sucks. They have Quick and this random other dude in net who's too bad that I don't even know who the heck his name is. And Quick is already old. So there's your first problem. You need another goaltender that's young and could start. Who are you gonna get for Jonathan Quick? That's my question. Second problem. Your defense is Drew Doughty and like some other people. I really don't know the Kings team. That's my fault. But literally, they're gonna force Quentin Byfield to play in this season, and it's gonna screw up his whole career because he needs more time in the minors to get better and get ready for the NHL hockey. Now, this is going to absolutely screw up the LA Kings, and I feel like it'd be a miracle. A miracle if they could surprise us next season. Let's get to number 4. Alright guys, for number 4, we have your Vancouver Canucks. Now everyone, this team, I feel, is going to be a stud next season. I'm talking top 3 in their division. No more wild card gang. We're going to be good next season. Now, the Canucks have a bunch of young guys like Jake Virtanen, Brock Besser. I love to call Brock Besser Brock Bessie. And I love to call Elias Peterson, another young person who's going to be good, Giraffe, because his neck is super long. However, we also have people like Boo Horvat, and we have people like Jordy Ben, who's good for depth on defense. I think he's on the Canucks. And we have, this team is just perfect. In my opinion, they have the good offense, they have the good defense, they have the good goalage too, because they just picked up Brandon Holtby, and they still have a young Thatcher Demko that's going to be coming up right after Holtby retires. He's going to be able to take the starter, and he's been doing pretty good for the last couple seasons. Now, guys, in my opinion, I think this team is going to be super good. The Canucks, I mean, their division hasn't been doing too great. The Kings suck, the Sharks suck, the Ducks suck. However, teams like the Coyotes are going to be coming up. However, the Seattle team's coming as well. So there's a lot in mind for this Pacific Division. The whole Western Conference, actually, because we don't know who's going to be going to the Central Division to replace the Seattle team in the Pacific Division. This is going to be pretty tricky. I don't know what the heck's going to happen, but I do feel like the Canucks, top 3 team, definitely next year. Let's get to number 3. Guys, at number 3, we have your Montreal Canadiens. Now, King Egg is going to be happy about this one. However, guys, there's a lot of good stuff about this team. They're going to be in an all-Canadian division, so they have to face teams like the Calgary Flames, who are going to be good. The Edmonton Oilers, that are going to be good. The Winnipeg Jets, who are starting to fall apart. Also, teams like the Toronto Maple Leafs, who they have faced before. They have a lot of experience playing against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, how do I feel this team is going to do? I feel like they're going to do pretty good. I definitely think they're going to be a top 4 team this year. Maybe even a top 3 if they get that good. Now, they are playing some hard teams in their division. However, I feel like the players on this team, they have Carey Price, solid goaltender still for a couple of years. They drafted Caden Dooley, who's going to be coming up soon. And they didn't draft, but they still have Gallagher, who's going to be on their team as well. Now, they've also got people like Thomas Tatar and Shea Weber on there. They have a lot of good people on their team. Now, I don't know if Jordy Ben's on Vancouver or Montreal. He's on one of the two, but whichever team he's on, Jordy Ben has some good chemistry. He's a good depth defenseman, and I just feel like this whole team is just gonna wrap around into one, and they're gonna turn into a pretty hot team in the next couple of years. Now, do I think this team will be absolutely good next year? Probably not, because it takes you a lot of time to get up there. However, I do think they are going to make a while. Let's get to number 2. Alright guys, at number 2 we have your Philadelphia Flyers. Guys, Philadelphia Flyers. Their defense, they have so much good guys. Ivan Provorov and Gostisbehere, 2 solid, good defensemen. They have Logan Couture on defense, Voracek. They have Giroux Drew. They have so much good people on this team, so much young people as well. I think they have Konechny on their team, and he is young as well. He's like 24, right? He still has some time to grow. Now, their goalage, they have Carter Hart and Brian Elliott, a two very good duo. Carter Hart is pretty young. He's still going to be able to make a very good appearance in the next couple of years. And Brian Elliott, he's old, but he's still hanging in there. He's still a very good goalie. He's a solid goalie on your team still. And I feel like you can't underestimate Philadelphia Flyers. They made the playoffs, I think, this year. Or if not, they were very close. And they were super, super good, if I recall. Now, I've went to a lot of Blackhawks Flyers games, trying to hope that my team could win, and the Flyers always whooped our butts. Now, what does this mean? This means that they're definitely going to beat the Chicago Blackhawks, but this also means that they're a pretty good team. This team is going to be a stud next year, and I feel like Philadelphia Flyers, all you guys, you better watch it. They're gonna come, and they're gonna bite very hard. Let's get to number one, our final team on the list, shall we? Guys, for our number one team, we have the Calgary Flames. Guys, I've seen a lot of games, but I have not seen a team have this much of a goalie problem as the Calgary Flames, alright? These guys have went through one-year rentals so long now, and I think them acquiring Jacob Markstrom, I think in free agency, is really going to help out their team. Now, Jacob Markstrom is going to be a solid goalie, and you have David Riddick as your backup. That is such a good goalie comp. On your defense, you lost TJ Brody and Dougie Hamilton, but you still have people like Noah Hannafin, Rasmus Anderson, and Valimaki on your team. Now, on your offense, you still have a decently young Tkachuk. You have a Johnny Gaudreau, who left the game because he had to go pee, but he's still on your team, and he's still pretty good. You have, I think, Giordano's still on the team as well, so their defense is stacked right there. There's a top 4D. And you also have Michael Backlund on your team. This team is stacked, and I feel like they're going to be very good next season. Just like the people on NHL Network said, I definitely rate this team a top 2 in their division. Now, the Canadian division, all the teams are pretty dang good. But, however, I do think that the Calgary Flames are going to outstand a lot of these Canadian teams. Alright, everyone, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, guys, this has been Party Number 10 checking out. Thank you all for their support on the channel recently. Subscribe to my main channel. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.